Chicken wraps are not only delicious, high in protein and easy to make, but they can also be paired with some surprising ingredients like the one I'm going to show you in this video. This wrap is something you didn't know you wanted, but you absolutely need to try. First, you need to prepare a regular wheat tortilla. I recommend using one large wheat tortilla, which usually weighs around 60 grams and contains about 180 calories. Alternatively, you can use 2 medium-sized tortillas, but you will need to slightly adjust the amount of filling. For that case, add about 20 to 30% more. The protein source for this wrap is pretty standard. Slice one chicken breast into thin pieces, about half a centimeter or a quarter of an inch. Once the whole breast is sliced, turn the slices 90 degrees and cut them into smaller bite-sized pieces. It's much more pleasant to eat small bites in a wrapped tortilla than big chunks of chicken. Next is the volume filler. Now, normally you would add low-calorie vegetables like spinach, tomatoes and red onions. These three combined taste great with chicken. However, I recommend trying something different. Add fruit instead, specifically figs. This tastes absolutely phenomenal with chicken. I highly recommend trying this combination to enjoy the contrast of savory and sweet flavor. It's the same reason why people love pineapple on pizza or peanut butter and jelly on sandwich. Lastly, we need to make a proper sauce. For that, you will need a blender or a food processor. Start by cutting an avocado and scooping out the flesh of one half. Add that to the blender and you can store the other half in the fridge, then squeeze in the juices of half a lime. Next is Greek yogurt, and I switched to the 2% fat version instead of the 0%. It has slightly more calories but tastes so much better. It's definitely worth the calories in my opinion. Place your bowl on a scale and scoop out 200 grams of yogurt to add to the blender, then add a pinch of salt and finally a bunch of fresh mint. Basil or cilantro works well here too. Blend everything on high for about 60 seconds, and I like to store this sauce into one of these squeeze bottles. I got mine on Amazon, they are super cheap. Pour this sauce into the bottle and you can store it in the fridge for about a week. Now let's get cooking. Heat up a pan to medium-high heat and add a teaspoon of oil and start with the sliced chicken. Fry it on one side for about a minute to get some color. Remember, the chicken is sliced super thinly, so don't overcook it here. For seasoning, I like to add salt, black pepper and a couple of dashes of smoked paprika and cayenne pepper for some heat. Stir everything and cook the other side of the chicken for 1 more minute. While the chicken is cooking, you can prepare the tortilla and start by adding the figs. Cut them open and check out that beautiful color. I love that. I leave the skin on here and eat everything as it is, but you can remove the skin if you prefer. Sometimes they are pretty dirty. Spread the figs in the middle of the tortilla. I'm going to add 2, which total at about 60 calories. And add about 15 grams of the sauce on top. The sauce recipe comes out to roughly 100 calories and 10 grams of protein per 100 grams to make it easier to track. At this point, the chicken should be nicely cooked with color on both sides, so remove it from the heat and transfer the entire chicken on top of the tortilla. Give the pan a quick cleanup and add it back to the heat and add another teaspoon of oil. Now roll the tortilla into either a burrito shape or a wrap and place it back into the pan. Add a small pinch of salt for extra flavor and cook each side for about 30 seconds to get crispy edges like here. And there you have it, a super unique chicken wrap that tastes sweet and savory and is packed with protein. The entire wrap comes in at 516 calories and 44 grams of protein. I made a cookbook that helped me go from this to this without even thinking about being on a diet. 190 low-calorie, high-protein recipes from breakfast, lunch or dessert, and even nutritional tables or protein sources. Everything you need is in here. And the best part is that I will constantly be updating the book with new recipes, and you will get every recipe update for free once you've purchased it. Join the thousands of people that already bought the book. The link is in the description.